The bluegrass world didn't just lose a singer, it lost a presence that quietly held so much of it together. Ronnie Bowman has died of age 64 following a motorcycle accident in Tennessee, leaving behind a silence that feels heavier than most. Reports indicate he was critically injured in a crash in Ashland City before being rushed to a hospital in Nashville, where he passed away Sunday afternoon. Beyond that, the details remain scarce, almost as if the moment itself is still too sudden to fully explain. For many, Bowman wasn't simply part of bluegrass and country music, he was woven into its fabric. His voice carried a kind of authenticity that couldn't be manufactured, the kind that made songs feel lived in rather than performed. And while fans recognized him on stage, those within the industry knew his impact ran even deeper. He was a songwriter's songwriter. One of his most notable contributions reached a wider audience through Nobody to Blame, a track he co-wrote that would later become a major hit for Chris Stapleton. The song's raw honesty and stripped-down storytelling reflected the very qualities Bowman was known for, not just in music, but in life. Yet, if you ask those who crossed paths with him, they're just as likely to talk about the man as they are about the music. Bowman built a reputation that couldn't be taught, consistently kind, genuinely present, and effortlessly generous with his time. In an industry often driven by competition and recognition, he stood out by doing the opposite, lifting others up, celebrating their wins, and making every interaction feel personal. Musicians who worked with him often described the same thing. He didn't just remember you, he made you feel remembered. That's what makes this loss hit differently. A public tribute shared by Bluegrass Life reflected that collective grief, describing him as not only one of the greatest voices and songwriters in bluegrass and country, but also as one of the kindest souls you could ever hope to know. It wasn't just a statement, it echoed what so many had already been saying for years. Even as the industry evolved, Bowman never drifted away from it. He remained active, continuing to create and release music, including a self-titled project in 2019. It wasn't about staying relevant, it was about staying true. Music, for him, wasn't a phase or a career move, it was something constant, something rooted. And maybe that's why his absence feels so profound. Because when someone like Ronnie Bowman is gone, it's not just the songs that are left behind, it's the spaces they used to fill. The quiet encouragement backstage, the familiar face in the room, the voice that didn't need to be loud to be heard. Now the genre moves forward without one of its most genuine figures. But if there's any comfort to hold on to, it's this: voices like his don't really disappear. They linger in lyrics, in melodies, and in the countless people who were changed just by knowing him.